Hey, everybody. I'm a minute or so early, so just going to wait for everybody to get in here. Hopefully, everybody will get in here. But pretty exciting stuff going on. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Whatever it is that you are celebrating, I hope that it's a joyous time of year for you. And yeah, it's just a great time for everybody to be here, and I just hope you all are doing well. So I'm trying to get the message out to everybody that we're live, but of course, like everything I do, there seems to be some technical difficulties. So I'm working on it, but it is 12 o'clock. If you're here, welcome. If you're joining us later on, thank you for tuning in. And the tweet has been sent to say we're live. So let's see who comes in and joins us. All right, I got Rudy. Hello, Rudy. Welcome. Alan T. Happy holidays to you as well. Yeah, right on the dot, Rudy. I appreciate that. Get more people in here, okay? Go share the news that we're here. We're live. Get people in this room. So hope you gentlemen are doing well today. What's happening in your neck of the woods right now? Anything major? Here, not so much. As you all know, I've been battling. Thanks, Alan. I've been battling what turned out to be a chest cold, which I think over the last day and a half has turned into a head cold. It just hasn't been fun. I tweeted yesterday that I was feeling better, that it was kind of in between death and the man flu. I think we all understand what that means. I think I'm closer to the man flu now. I'm definitely over all this. I'm sure my wife is over all it. Um, so I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. I did get tested just out of curiosity's sake because we're going out of town this weekend. Actually, not out of town. We're going to celebrate my wife's grandmother's 95th birthday. So I wanted to make sure I could be there, and I am, which is good. Um, so yeah, trash take off in 70 degrees. 70 degrees. I tell you what, I'm a cold weather type of guy. I thought at one time I wasn't in my life, but man, since moving back to the Midwest, I have enjoyed the cold weather and I'm waiting for the snow. So it's yeah, too many Walking Dead outside because Spider-Man's out. Oh, Spider-Man's out. That's right, the new Spider-Man. I got to be honest. I haven't been to the movies, not because of COVID. I just haven't been to the movies in probably, I don't know, 8 years. I think the last when did the I don't even know what it's called. It was one of the Batman movies with Bane in it. I can't remember which one that is, but my best friend and we went to the midnight showing. It's the only time I've ever done it, and I will never do it again. But I think that was the last movie I saw in theaters. I don't know. My wife and we're not moviegoers. Things change in life. So, um, Kelly, welcome. Glad you're here, man. Thanks for showing up. Get more people in here. Let's have a party today. Rudy, thank you. Yeah, wife's grandmother's 95th birthday. Wes, welcome. Thanks, man. Dark Knight Rises. Thanks. I appreciate that. Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that was a good movie. I'm not a comic book person. I never have been, and I was never into like Batman or Superman or anything growing up as a kid. But for some reason, I got attached to all the Batman movies later in life. So like, I went and saw that in Dark Knight Rises and really liked it. And then I watched. I don't know if you watched the show Gotham, but it's like the backstory. Like I really liked that too. I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know, that kind of stuff really gets me. Um, yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, the movies are fun. They really are. Um, no, you know what? I take it back. Oh my gosh. So, okay, I haven't been to the movie theater for a movie that I wanted to watch. Zach and Anna, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Um, but the last movie theater that I went to was actually over the summer. My son was invited to his first movie by his little best friend, and we went and saw the Paw Patrol movie. Which, not gonna lie, that was a really good movie. Um, if you got kids, I'm sure they like Paw Patrol. That little Liberty in it was feisty, and she was great in it too. I'm glad they introduced a new pup, but I don't know what's happened to her since then. I think she kind of fell off the face of the earth, but so be it. Um, Maybe she wasn't taken as well by other people. I don't know. So I really want to try to get a few more people in here. Um, and I mean, I'm excited. I know many of you that are in here are probably wondering what's going on. 6-year-old has you all over it. Absolutely, Paw Patrol, man. I tell you what, my kid is also into probably like every kid. Um, oh my gosh, what are the gecko and Owlette and Catboy. What is that group called? I forget what they're called now. But he's really into that. Blaze and the Monster Machine. PJ Masks. Thanks, Alan. Blaze and the Monster Machines are his favorite. That was his birthday party this year. And he's into Spider-Man and all that too. Like he's your normal boy. Yesterday, though, I got to tell you this quick story. I'm getting way off topic right now. I'm so sorry. I have all day. I'm off work, so I'm kind of just like here for the hell of it. Um, excuse me. You don't want to hear that. But yesterday I had a really cool moment with my son. Um, we were down here in the basement and he grabbed my baseball glove and he grabbed his baseball glove and he grabbed a baseball and he's like, "Hey, let's throw." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And he can't quite squeeze the glove yet. So I'm like, "Let's do ground balls." This kid's a natural shortstop. So Zach, if the Braves need a shortstop in like 20 years, my kid's ready. Um, because I mean, hey, let's do this thing. Um, I hate to ask this because I'm so bad with YouTube names and Twitter names. Uh, O'Neill, remind me who you are. I know you. I just can't remember who you are based on your YouTube name. And Alan, same with you. Um, I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Kevin, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. King Leo too. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Um, Yeah, so like let's get talking about rack of the day, right? Yeah, Franken, I got you, man. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Once you said it, like I knew who you were. I really did. I appreciate that. Um, Rudy, everyone knows who you are, man. Hey, and Rudy, 13,000 followers. Congratulations to you. That's a heck of a job that you're doing there. So let's get talking rack of the day, right? So I want to take you back. Um, ironically, um, November, I think it was November 16th. I don't know. November 16th, I think it was. Tom Tom Willis, we all know Tom, made up this fake holiday, Eric Hecker Day, which was appreciated, but we don't have to do that anymore. Um, Josh, what's up, man? Um, Wes got your Twitter thing. That's fine, man. He made up this day around me, and I was like, whatever. This is appreciated, but no need for it. And then I looked back on my memories, like whether it's Facebook memories or Time Hop or whatever it was. And ironically enough, the 1 year anniversary of that day, I put a tweet out that said, "Big things coming in 2021." I didn't know it. I didn't know that was the day. I just ironically looked at it, and I was talking about rack of the day for 2021, and I had this thing kind of planned, and I'm like, I'm just gonna give stuff away. Like that's all I want to do. I just want to give something away to somebody every single day because there's a lot of that generosity in the hobby that I noticed. And I got back into the hobby last year, and it was kind of like tumultuous, and people were complaining. We couldn't find retail. Card prices are all over the place and too high, and it was just stupid to me. But what I gravitated to was the niceness in people, and it was really one of those cool things that I was like, man, I got to do something. So formed this thing, didn't know how it was going to go, and I've told you all before that um, when I've started stuff like this in the past, and I never really was successful with it, and I never really stuck to it just because life gets in the way. But you all motivated me to continue, and so January went through, and I was like, all right, I hit the first month, and then it started gaining traction. And I was like, man, I want other people to join this. So had some guest rackers come on, and they did their thing, and then that kind of fell by the wayside because of me. Like I got busy again, so I just kind of took it upon myself, and I'm like didn't lose steam. Like it was still a big thing. Like I remember one day this summer, I was having a bad day, and I tweeted something out like, "Oh, this," something like, "This can all be done," or whatever. And Che at EN Sports Cards One, who I'll talk about in a little bit here, um, picked it up like that day. Like he's like, "We can't let this end," and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa!" Like I wasn't saying it was going to end, but hey, thanks. Like that to me was just like the coolest thing ever because, you know, okay, we created something. We created a community here, and it's been so awesome to like connect with all of you and to get to know you beyond your Twitter handle and your PC and everything like that. And it was just really cool. And so um I went boating, and I so oh Anna, that was a sad thing to say because my in-laws are selling their boat in the house today. But it's okay. It's got good memories behind it. So anyway, like it was just so cool. And like this month, December, Christmas time, I was like, man, we got to go big. So like I've been doing these Christmas racks that you've seen, and they've been really cool to do. And I have all of them. Anna, you're fine. Um, I have all of them planned out, except for like the next 4 days. Like today's is planned out, and I'll say something about that. And then next week's are planned out, and they're already in the mail just because I wanted to get them there before Christmas if I could. But it was really, really cool. And so I started thinking about like, all right, like, what do I want to do next? And why is this such a big thing? And it comes back to one thing. It comes back to community. And you've heard me say that word. You've heard me say that word over and over, whether it's on Twitter or whether it's any YouTube channels that I've done. Community is the essence to everything for me. And last night I was listening to the Tom show with Che. I think that was the title of it. And if you've been following Che this week and following the news, you know that Western Kentucky and Illinois and Tennessee and I think Arkansas, and then later in the week some other states were heavily damaged with tornadoes. And specifically like Western Kentucky, Mayfield, Kentucky, was and Che had been raising money all week to go shopping, and he hit the $2,000 goal, and he went shopping this morning at Walmart. It was just absolutely amazing. But he said something last night that resonated with me. That I think it was a town of 250 people was just leveled, absolutely leveled, destroyed, and there were 28 fatalities. It's one in every 10 people. But in a town of 250 people, everybody knows everybody, right? So you know the person that lost their life in this storm, and it was just something. Che, you're actually right on time. I'm talking about you. Um, it was something that, like I said, really resonated with me and brought me back to my roots. And that's why, like right now, like my hoodie that I'm in and the hat that I'm wearing and my coffee mug, these things represent community to me because this is my hometown of Massillon, Ohio, and it's a group of 30,000 people that live there, and that's where I got my start in understanding really what community is all about and how one person can affect another person and everything of that nature. And it's always just stuck with me no matter where I've lived. Like I live in Pennsylvania now, and I still carry that with me. And so Rack of the Day has brought all these people together. And so when I started thinking about, okay, what's next? Like I gotta grow this thing. And I've always had this goal of starting my own nonprofit. I work in nonprofit, as you all probably know, and I'm like, man, this is it. Like this is the thing, right? So I wrote down a goal of mine for 2023. Actually, is to turn Rack of the Day into its own nonprofit foundation. Okay, um, and I'm not going to talk much about that, but basically at some point in its life, I wanted to raise money that we give away for youth sports education and mental health. But I need a way to get there. Like I need help to get there. And so we're growing this thing. And so one way that I thought like, hey, let's grow this by adding people to it. Okay. So what I'm saying here is the announcement today is I'm announcing that we have 10, yeah, 10 rack ambassadors for 2022. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was easy to come up with the list of names that I had, but at the same time, it was so difficult because there's so many good people in this hobby. And I didn't want to feel like I was leaving anybody out. And I didn't want to feel like that, somebody would be hurt, if they weren't reached out to participate in this. And I'm not saying that as like a me type of person. I'm saying that because I just want people to be involved with something. And so, when I started thinking about like, all right, who do I really want to be in this? And it's like it was, you know, active on Twitter, active in the hobby community, active, with different charities, active with different, just groups that, we are all very small to. I took geography into place as well. I took PCs into place as well. I mean, everything that you can think of, just kind of like took it into consideration. And so I sent an email to everybody on that I selected. I'm like, hey, thanks for the impact you've made this year. The premise of Rack of the Day is to show appreciation and recognition towards others. There's actually a mission statement now, and the mission statement is to create a space for individuals to feel comfortable recognizing others without hesitation. I have trouble accepting recognition. I don't have issues giving recognition. So that's kind of where this came from. But on top of this, we want to start giving back too. Like I want Rack of the Day to give back to charity in some way. Um, so we're going to do that. We're going to select a monthly charity. The Rack ambassador will be the person that month that selects the charity. So I know one of ours, and I'll get into it in a minute. It's going to do February for a charity event. Um, you know, and then we're gonna do a large rack every month. And this came from somebody that I saw put a tweet out. So it's not an original idea. It's being done already, but I thought we could take it and kind of run with it too. Is doing one large monthly rack. So if there's an individual that we see is like deserving of it, or like just hey, I was interacting with this dude and they're a big, Braves fan or whatever. Let's all throw $5 in, try to get other people to throw in, and let's get an amazing Braves piece. Like that's just the thing. Like just because. I mean, we already all do that anyway. We see a piece and we're like, cool, let's get that for Anna. It's just one of those things. So basically, here's what it is. Like, how many rack ambassadors? There's 10 right now. Each one of them is going to have a dedicated day each month. So they're going to do 10 or 12 racks a year. Um, pretty much on the same day. And that's the thing. And then they're going to choose their charity each month, and they're going to choose the person that's going to get the large gift every month. Wounded Warrior Project, dude, I'm with you, Rudy. I'm actually making good connections here in Pittsburgh with them. So let me just read off the names of who our rack ambassadors are. They're people that you know, and if you don't know them, you should know them. All right. Um, so there's Dylan, who's at DMoose8. Kelly, who's at Kelly's Cards 1768. There's Wes, who's at PT West D. There's Chris at Goldline Cards. Tom at Tom P. Willis. Steve, who's at Ginger Snap 4004. Che at EN Sports Cards 1. Anna, the mascot queen, at Anna underscore arrow. Zach at BB Baptist the, which Zach, I've always been intrigued about your Twitter handle name. Um, there's Rich, who's at Dizzle729, and then last but not least, Garrett and Parker at IT underscore guy 8706. So again, it's all people that we know. It's all people that we love. These are the folks that are going to kind of start, and there's nothing to say that people won't be added throughout the year. I mean, this thing can grow as big as it wants. Um, there's also not to say that like you can't just hop in and want to be a guest racker at some point. We will always accept people that want to give racks. I mean, we're never going to say no. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The word no when it comes to that is not going to be said. It's totally accepting and totally cool. So that's the big announcement. Like that's the thing that I wanted to just share with everybody. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate these folks who are joining us on this journey. I think it's going to be a really, really cool thing. Um, so that's the announcement. Like I'm here for questions. I'm here for comments. I, I'll just say this too. Like, um, tell me what you want out of Rack of the Day. Not like I want to see more cards or more of this, more of that. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you as the hobby community? What do you want to see happen? What do you want to get out of this yourself? And really just think about it. Um, Che, I'm excited too, man. I'm excited that you're a part of this. I mean, your efforts this week, I mean, it far and exceeds anything that I could ever do myself because I've never been put in that situation. And, you know, it- I I just have to say, man, when people were asking you like where to send money, the easy answer would have been send it to the Red Cross. You did the exact right thing by saying, hold up, where's it going to go? That's going to get directly to the Western Kentucky community. And you did it, man. You did it. Like, you just absolutely crushed it by looking at Chamber of Commerce and then by saying, you know what? I had this opportunity fall in my lap. That's awesome. Rowdy 421 going to be a great year. Yeah, man, it's going to be an awesome year. Rowdy, I don't know if you're in here earlier. I'm bad with Twitter handles and names, so if you can just kind of remind me of who you are right now, that'll help me. Zach, what's up, man? Good to see you. Rudy, have a beer and real God, man. I tell you what, I would love to meet every single person in person. Um, I have plans to go to National next year, so like if you're there, like let's meet up. I will buy you a beer. That would be so cool. Um, and Rudy, I know you come to Pittsburgh for a Steeler game. I'm 30 minutes from there, so hit me up next time. Alan, Bradley, what's up, buddy? Alan, see people get the cards that they would put in their PC and appreciate the thought. Yeah, Alan, that's something I've struggled with this year is getting rack of the day PC cards to people because I'll be honest, like my collection, I don't have a large collection, and you're actually gonna who our Christmas rack is on Christmas Day, um, is kind of been the driving force of doing this year. Um, but I don't have like a lot of high end cards. Like I would love to give every high end card out, but sometimes it's not possible. So that is something that I do want to be better at is trying to match PCs with people, um, whatnot. Rowdy, thank you. Ibrez, what's up, buddy? Always good talking with you. Zach, yeah, yeah, you're only a couple hours from there, so definitely will want to meet up with you. Of course, we could meet up at the Gypsy compound. We could meet up in Pennsylvania, Zach. For all we know, I mean, we're only a couple hours from each other. Che, you hit it out of the park with mine. Yeah, I hope so. Like, I really do. Um, Zach, we were lucky enough to get to meet Che at the first of the year this year. It was awesome meeting him. And I tell you what, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, I turned 40 in February, and a lot of people always say, "Oh, I want to accomplish this by the time I'm 40." Listen, I've accomplished enough of my life goals by the time I'm 40 that I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm ready to start my next part of my life. So what I'm doing right now is actually writing a list of the 40 things that I want to do in my 40th year. And like a lot of them are sports related. So I want to go to Indians home opener, I want to go to the Ohio State Notre Dame game this year. I have attend the national, but I have on here too that I want to meet you, like you. And I would love to also go to the Kentucky Roadshow and meet Jimmy and just see that store. Like, I absolutely think that would be a real fun trip to do. Um, let's see. Yeah, Zach, you're not far at all. Great to meet you. Yeah, I'm sure. Like I don't know. Zach and Anna can like I don't want to meet you at Kentucky Roadshow. I want to meet you in Bean Station, Tennessee, just to say that I've been to Bean Station, Tennessee. Can we make that happen? Um, let's see. What's next on here? I'm going there. Not sure. 4 hours from me. Let's see. Ibras. So listen. All right. So spring training. Like I didn't want to say anything to you, but because you brought it up, my wife I think she's getting me spring training tickets this year for my 40th birthday. So there's a real possibility that we'll be there. Um, so I'll let you know. How far are you from the stadium? Rudy staying home, getting away. Yeah. Any Charlotte folks here? No, Rudy's in Fayetteville. It's wonderful. Half museum, half card shop. Yeah, that's what I get from it, man. Like I see his pictures and I'm like, God, it looks like a mini Rupp Arena. Um, thanks, Zach. I'm on my way. Like seriously, like whenever I write your address, I'm like, it just brings a smile to my face. It has to be the coolest place on earth. Um, 2 hours. Yeah, but you're willing to travel, aren't you? You're willing to travel, I'm sure. Uh, Bradley's in Charlotte. I've been to Matthews, North Carolina. I used to work for the YMCA. Um, God, many years ago, and I actually traveled to Charlotte quite a bit, in particular Matthews. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, like that. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Um, yeah, Briz, I'm gonna have to message you and kind of get the lay of the land on what to do there because um we went to Bradenton a few years ago for pirate spring training. And it was a lot of fun, but I mean, God, the Indians, I mean, obviously it's my team, so I want to go and spend a few days there, but I'm going to need the lay of the land, what to do, where to go, where to stay, what to eat. Rudy, YMCA is, yeah, man, the YMCA is awesome. I worked for the YMCA since high school, actually. I worked my way up. Um, just a great organization, really is. Um, this is awesome. Like 8 people in here. I don't think I've ever had this many people in my room. Like, I don't do a whole lot of YouTubing. I probably should, especially if I want to grow this thing. I don't have the time to get on YouTube. That's the thing because I think as I've mentioned to everybody before, I don't like taking away from my family. So like right now I'm in the house by myself. Um, my wife's at work, my son's at school, it's just me and the dog. And you know, I, I I don't know. I guess I know my wife would be understanding of it, but I don't know, it just feels strange to me. Plus, I don't know what I would talk about. That's the thing. Like I just ramble and ramble and ramble. I would do better like joining Tom or Chris on one of their shows instead of like doing my own show. But I am going to do that selfless plug. Like, please feel free to subscribe to this and share it with people. I don't do giveaways. Sorry, it's just not my style. Like, I don't care. Um, I don't do giveaways. I'll send you something. I mean, if you really want it, just ask me. But I don't do giveaways. Just message me. Used to live up there. Still a bunch of family. All right, yeah, I'll message you, buddy. Kelly, yeah, man, super excited to have you too. Like, if you're not following Kelly on Twitter, you're missing out on so many things. But mainly, you're missing out on every single morning his breakfast updates. Like, it's the coolest thing ever. It's the best. Great food picks. Great food picks. Do it, Eric. Talk about anything. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I guess I could come up with a schedule, and like my son would join me. You all would get a crack out of my son. Of course, when he gets on camera, he's kind of shy, but that's all right. Uh, you've sent me more Mariotas this year. I don't know. Jimmy Guns. Oh, everybody, I've made it. I've made it. Jimmy Guns is here. Let's just call it a day. Guns is here, and I saw the new subscription come through from you, so thank you. Um, I, God, Jimmy Guns is somebody that I need to add to my list of 40 things to do in my 40th year. I need to come to Oregon. Like, I mean, and not Portland. I'm coming to your hometown, Jimmy Guns, just because I think you probably live on a farm and we could probably get away with anything. So I need to just come out there and do it. You're blushing. I don't if you're blushing, that means everything up here is red too. Let's see. I've told Kelly I'll be there for breakfast one morning soon. Not joking in the least. Like I mean, listen, we all know Jimmy did that huge road trip last year. I mean, that was the coolest thing. And he was in Pittsburgh, and I feel so horrible that I couldn't meet up with him. Um, but I really think that that would be a really, really awesome thing to do. And just like if you're in the area, I mean, seriously, like if you're ever in the Pittsburgh area, folks, I'm telling you right now, let me know. Like if I can come meet up with you, I'm gonna come meet up with you. As I said, my family does come first, but I mean, certainly, I will do everything in my power to come say hi in person. Garrett, what's up, buddy? I am so thrilled that you're here. We've made our announcement of what's happening next year with Rack of the Day, and you're a big part of it. You and Parker both are. So excited to have you guys join. Got a spare room for us, Jimmy? I'm sure you do. It's probably covered in Raiders gear. Ooh, Jimmy, what's going on with the game this weekend? Browns and Raiders. Are they going to play Saturday? They're not going to play Saturday. Are we like? I don't know, I joked around with Che last night that the Browns are going to bring uh, Tim Couch back and play. They need a quarterback, so why not bring Tim Couch? He can hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. Let's get Joe Thomas out of retirement and just block the left side the entire time. So Rudy Hinesfield, yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, Mikey, what's up, buddy? Glad you're here. They shouldn't play. Alan, I mean, I agree. Like, I mean, the Browns got over 20 players gone. I don't know how many the Raiders are missing right now. Um, but yeah, it's a tough thing, right? Like, I don't know, this whole COVID thing, it's gonna be with us. I mean, just get over it. It's fine. Mikey, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. How are you doing? How are you? So good to see you. He could probably play. Guy is I know. Like, why couldn't Tim Couch be in the shape he is now 20 years ago? Of course, Tim Couch also came into a horrible situation with the Browns. I mean, you're the first pick back from a team that got stolen from their city, and you got Chris Palmer as your coach. I mean, it just was not a good situation for him. Really wasn't. Who wants to go watch a bunch of backups for the cost of the game? Allen, I mean, the NBA, I mean, they did that years ago, right? I mean, the Spurs, I think, were the best at it. Like, hey, we're gonna sit Duncan Parker and Ginobili tonight, but we're gonna hide the reason why, and whatnot. But the NBA kind of cracked down on that. But I remember people saying, like, man, I bought a $500 ticket to come see LeBron and he's not playing tonight. Like, well, that's kind of the chance you take, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is kind of different. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right, Che. Fear sells. People are making tons of money off it. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Um, got a client down. All right, Briz, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit. Couch could have been, yeah, Couch could have been. He could have been. I'm not going to say he would have been, Hall of Fame worthy or anything like that, but he could have been a really good NFL quarterback. I mean, Rich Gannon had a good NFL career, you know, so Tim Couch could have had a good NFL career too, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, think back. I mean, that whole draft class, or was it that draft class? Was Achilles Smith in that draft class? I think he was. I mean, what a sad thing that happened to him. I think about him. You think about those players: Achilles Smith, Kajana Carter. I mean, you got guys like that could have been really, really good, and it's just one of those things, unfortunately for them. The big thing right now, and it's funny that we're talking about these guys is you got all these college players right now who are not playing in their bowl games, which I don't agree with because I mean you played all season to get your team to a bowl game, whether it's the college football playoff game or whether it's the Hula Bowl, right? Like finish out the season. And right now in Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett, their quarterback, he just came out yesterday and said, "Hey, I'm going to start training for the NFL." And you know, good for him. Like he's going to be a first round pick, and actually they're saying the Steelers are probably going to pick him. But man, finish out the year, like play a game, even if it's like you and your coach coming together, say, "Hey, I'm going to play the first half." Like you're the leader of that team, man. Finish out. You're getting paid in college now, so just do it. Um, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So I hate to do this, guys, but I need to close out because I forgot to charge my computer, and I just got to notice that my battery is going to die soon. But yeah, Rudy, I agree. Finish out the year. So listen, we've been going strong here for 40 minutes. We've been going strong now this entire year. What's today's date? The 17th. That gives us 14 days. So we're what, 351 days straight of doing all this. We're going to continue on the rest of the year. Got Christmas racks. Ooh, speaking of Christmas racks, I'm going to put the tweet out, but I'm going to give you all the heads up right now. Today's Christmas rack was pre planned. I was actually hoping he was going to be in the room today. Scotty, what's going on, buddy? Scott, I sent you a note with cards a few months ago. Maybe you didn't read it. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now. I need a lead on Ohio State Notre Dame tickets, and I know you can do that for me. So get on it. But today's Christmas rack, and like I said, the tweet's going to go out, is going to a special dude that we all love and care about. Um, Jimmy, me too. I'm right there with you. This guy, I think, is a mentor to all of us that do racks and do the good things in the hobby that we do. And I know that I probably wouldn't be as invested in this hobby if it weren't for him. And that's Kyle, Mr. K Dub. So he's getting today's Christmas rack. A tweet will go out here shortly. And he can't say no because I've already dropped the package in the mail. So um, that's kind of the sneakiness that we have here. But anyway, folks, thank you all very much. This has been an epic year. K Dub is a legend, as are you, my friend. This has been an epic year. 2022 is going to be more epic. We have the 10 rack ambassadors. We have monthly charities that'll be brought awareness to, and we'll do one large rack each month. And again, open to suggestions. If you have something that you want to see us do, uh, give it to me. Like I want to know what you all as the hobby community want to see out of this, and I would do my darndest to make it happen. Um, you want to partner in any way? I'm always happy to partner, and I just want to have fun, and I just want to recognize people, and that's what this thing's all about. So, folks, thank you for being here today. Thank you for the whole year. My computer's going to die, so I'm going to end. But you all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend, and have a very Merry Christmas. Take care, folks. Bye.